breast implants. Probably only about half of the audience right now I'm talking to. But juggling all of your options can be a little overwhelming. The experts at Advanced Aesthetics and Laser Treatment, they're here to help. No, I'm not here playing some kind of odd game of Chinese checkers. These are breast implants. That's what we are doing today. We're going to talk to Dr. Jim McMahon from Advanced Aesthetic and Laser Surgery, who you've done a few of these in your day, haven't you?
Yeah, a fair number.
And in that day, you've seen some changes.
A lot of changes in the styles of implants, the types of implants, all kinds of things.
Well, for those who have never experienced anything like this, let's kind of take them through the ABCs of what this really is. So what we're seeing here is just that. It depends on what you need, what your preferences are, but this would be basically a tray of breast implants.
It's a tray of options. These are mostly different sizes. These are all silicone implants from a small one, about 210 cc's, up to about 500 cc's. So kind of a pretty big difference in size.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the old pre-1990 silicone implant. You can see it's very thin shell, very thin gel, and that was kind of the first generation implant.
Is that right? We'd like
still occasionally see people with this.
Apologize to the first generation.
Yes. Yes, but you still see some people come in with those. It's amazing.
Come a long way.
You know, saline implant versus a silicone implant.
Okay.
A smooth implant versus a textured implant.
Wow.
These two implants are actually the same size, but this one's smaller around so that it projects more, so that's called a high profile implant.
Oh my gosh.
This one being a moderate profile implant. They even have a low profile that's even flatter, and an ultra high that's even higher than that. So those are kind of new.
Okay, so I know when people decide there's a need or a want for augmentation, you make the decision, are you going to have your implant over the top of your muscle or under your muscle?
When I trained, we all did it on top of the muscle. A little bit easier operation, maybe a little bit less painful, but over time, things change. And we discovered that underneath the muscle has a lot of advantages, and on top of the muscle has a lot of disadvantages. I don't think I've put an implant on top of the muscle in 10 years, and I think somebody would have to hold a gun to my head and force me to do it.
Really? Really?
Yes. On top of the muscle, you have more rippling, it feels more fake, it looks more fake, it gets in the way more of doing mammograms. You have a higher risk of what's called capsular contracture, and that's basically where the scar tissue squeezes the implant and makes it hard and painful. And all that happens more when it's on top of the muscle.
Okay.
Underneath the muscle, you also have the muscle supporting the implant. So you're kind of gravity resistant over time, whereas on top of the muscle, it's just the skin, and the skin's going to stretch out, and it's going to start to sag.
Yeah, and you can usually, I hate to say this, but you can usually tell. If you see a woman who's at the pool or whatever, you can tell if it's above muscle. I guess one of the concerns would be just how strong they are. Are you able to withstand a blow, leakage? What, is it something you have to be concerned with?
Rupture can happen with any type of implant. The old implant, this one, that would rupture very easily.
Yeah.
Any of those that are still in probably are ruptured by now.
Okay.
We can demonstrate how durable the new ones are.
You can demonstrate.
Come over here.
Okay. How do we demonstrate?
Hit that as hard as you want.
For real?
For real.
Okay.
Keep going.
Indestructible.
It's done.
Yes. Well, I know you can make anybody look the way they want, and that's the key. It's all about aesthetics in this case.
Right.
If it's what you want, what you desire, you have plenty of options. And of course, you can come right here and visit Dr. Jim McMahon at Advanced Aesthetic and Laser Surgery. He'd be happy to help you out, I'm sure. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
It's your move, by the way.
Okay. Breast